Hey guys, it is Mark from Modern Tech, and recently I managed to get myself to Gamescom 2023 where I actually got to play Sonic Superstars for the first time. And spoiler alert, this game is great to anybody who loves the original Sonic games. Throughout this video, I do hope to simulate the experience I felt at Gamescom playing this game. I'm going to dive into some of the new mechanics of this game, things that I liked and didn't like about this game, things that looked amazing graphically. Yes, as a spoiler alert, because the graphics of this game were astonishing. They are a bit different than the original like Sonic Mania titles where it was more retro style. This has a new kind of play to it, a little bit more of a Sonic Generation style, but we will dive into that in this video and I hope you enjoy. I had very limited time playing this game. As you can imagine, Sega had a very popular booth, but in the short gameplay that I played, there was 4 playable characters on this demo at Gamescom 2023. In most classic Sonic games that we are used to, we are limited to the usual Sonic, Tails and Knuckles characters, but this game has Amy as one of the selectable characters right from the start. With the limited time I had, I thought I'd try and do things a little differently from the start, and I played as Amy, and I am really glad that I did. I'm not the most experienced Sonic player with the most recent games. The last one I actually got stuck into was probably Sonic Mania pre-DLC, so I didn't even play any of the DLC levels, and having the graphics go away from the pixelated style actually really worked in its favour. I do love the pixelated style, but this game still works really well and it looks really nice. One thing I must say is playing as Amy was just straight up cool. Every time she jumps, a hammer appears out of nowhere pretty much, and you hold the jump button a second time and she consistently hits a hammer while running for a few seconds, taking out any enemy in a way. The motion which she hits the hammer kind of feels like the Super Smash Bros hammer but without the corny tune. Before this video goes on, just let me know some of your thoughts. Are you actually going to get this game? Are you even considering getting this game, or do you prefer the more retro Sonic Mania style games? This is kind of like a mix and match of new and old. It just looks different, which is what Sonic has been needing. I know they've had Sonic Frontiers, and Sonic Frontiers is completely in a thing of its own. I don't even know what that's doing. That's kind of like an open world. That got a lot of negative press, but they are releasing a free update for Sonic Frontiers, so keep an eye out for that. So let me know in the comments below. I only actually played one part of the level while my friend completed the second half, and I had to do my best to go through as many bonus objectives as possible. When you jump through the usual magic ring where the Chaos Emerald is usually found, the player is taken to a mini game which is refreshingly simple for a Sonic game to obtain the emerald just by swinging forward. It was very simple, but this was the first one, and I know what these games are like. They get harder and harder as it progresses forward. Normally in Sonic games, the Chaos Emeralds are pretty useless until you gather all 7 of them, and then you can turn into Super Sonic, which is basically Sonic in Super Saiyan mode. It's all yellow and flies and is pretty powerful and cool. But on this game, each emerald serves its own purpose, which gives the player powers. Personally, I think this is an amazing touch because people like me who really struggle to obtain all of the emeralds throughout playing this game, it actually makes them worth trying. I've actively found myself playing Sonic games and just ignoring the emeralds because I know I'm not going to get all 7, but this case it's worth giving it a shot because you get a new power every single time. The first emerald I collected on the demo was the water ability, which allowed Amy to travel up waterfalls from behind the main platforms. I didn't actually have the opportunity to use this ability practically in any situations because it was just a demo and there wasn't any situations at hand, but you got to test it in the little training arena once you acquired the skill, which was pretty cool. Graphically, this game was beautiful. It gave me a similar feel to that of Sonic Generations, but it was just better and it just worked better for some reason. I can't pinpoint exactly what it was. Sonic Generations did look quite good, but this just kind of catches your eye. I don't know whether it's the fact that a lot more goes on in the screen and there is a lot more going on in the background as well, which does look really nice. I really don't know. I just know it looks incredible, and you guys can see for yourself on that one. Unfortunately, at Gamescom, each system only had one PlayStation 5 control pad, so I couldn't test the multiplayer mode, which is a bit of a bummer because, my gosh, I'm so excited for a proper multiplayer mode in a Sonic game. Yes, granted, in the old Sonic games, Sonic 2 and 3, you could have Tails following you, but as soon as that character gets off the screen, you lose them, they're gone. So I wanted to see how this works in the more modern day of gaming. Apparently the player which is falling behind on this game can just press one button on the control pad and they're instantly back on the screen again. This would be great so you don't have to have any loading times, because when I played this game with my son, when I played Sonic 2 with my son, sorry, not this game, I would overtake him, and then when he was playing as Tails, we had to wait, I'd say about 5-6 seconds for Tails to start coming down his little chopper tails and then he will land back on the screen. Having the ability just to simply appear on the screen sounds stupidly groundbreaking for a Sonic game, although it is such a simple concept, but I cannot wait to test this feature out. Hopefully in the multiplayer mode in this game you don't have to share lives or anything, each person has a separate set of lives, because that would be great, because I like playing Sonic and my son likes to play Sonic, but my son is only 6 years old and he struggles with the bosses. So if we can play the game together and he can help out on the bosses and help out where we are up to without having to jeopardize, you know, our lives every time he dies, that would be great. That would be perfect, because then I can kind of carry the majority of the game and he can still enjoy the experience of playing Sonic, because Sonic is really fun and I honestly can't wait to try out a modern day Sonic game on 2-player co-op mode. Apparently you can go up to 4-player. I don't know how that's going to work out, but we will see. I filmed a few clips of my friend fighting the boss, which of course was Dr. Robotnik, also known as Eggman. Like all the Sonic bosses, Eggman had his usual pattern where he was left open for attack. My friend died the first time fighting the boss, which was good because I got to witness something which was another cool aspect of this game. In the past, when you die in a Sonic game at the boss, you kind of just have 3 rings in front of you from the last checkpoint, and then you have to fight the boss with 3 rings, which is just a little bit unfair. But thankfully this game sets you back a little bit further, and my friend managed to collect 42 rings before actually approaching the boss for his second attempt. And yeah, that seemed a little bit more generous and giving the player more opportunity to actually succeed. Overall, I'm actually looking forward to acquiring and playing this game. So what do you guys think? Would you like me to do a review on this game when it actually comes out? Let me know in the comments below. If you like this video, please consider a like and a subscribe to my channel. I have just become monetized, so thank you very much to everybody who has supported this channel so far. I really appreciate it, and I hope to keep out regular content for you guys and hopefully do more travels. If you're interested in Gamescom, I will be posting a few more videos related to Gamescom in the next few weeks, because I did manage to get a lot of footage there. Shout out to Jake, the guy who was with me filming. I appreciate everything you've done, and yeah, please like, subscribe to his channel. It's Mark from Modern Tech. Thanks for watching.